Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. So, welcome to the Sunday Feast. At ISKCON Portland. Today is the most auspicious day of what we call as the Narka Chaturdashi, or tomorrow will be Amavasya, which is Deepavali, in the Kartik month. And one of the very, very auspicious days of the year today. So what I thought, what we will do is, we all sing the Damodar Astakam every day. So I thought we will go through the Damodar Astakam in detail, just so that personally for me, it gives me a lot of meaning, a lot of feeling to sing Damodar Astakam or any prayer, if in my mind I can visualize, or I can, as I am singing, the meaning is arising in the heart. Since Sanskrit is not something that is our natural language, and singing these prayers in the Sanskrit language is not our natural sort of, the meaning doesn't come up obviously, in an obvious fashion. So we can, and that is why the meaning, the word by word meaning, or even the translation, we should focus on that. And Srila Prabhupada always focused on the translation, the meaning behind what we are saying. You will never find in any of the books or any these kind of sheets which are circulated within ISKCON to have just the Sanskrit, but always it is accompanied by the meaning. We may, due to shortage of time, we may or may not read the meaning during the singing, but it is always encouraged to understand the meaning later. And many times we read it along with the meaning as well. So in any case, before we get started, let us chant the Mangalacharan prayers, and then we will start. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Namaham Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you once again for coming to the Sunday feast. And like I said, we will start with Relishing Damodarastakam. If there was a title for today, it would have been Relishing Sri Damodarastakam. So for purposes of the recording, I'm doing this recording on the computer. I will share the screen. I have to remove this. Anyway. Okay. So Sri Damodar Astakam. So all of you must have heard the story of Lord Damodar many, many times. Yeah. So Lord Damodar, I have a little picture here, or you can see there on the altar, we have a picture of Lord Damodar, where the Lord was being mischievous one day. And this is for him to enjoy the motherly love of his mother. Mother Yashoda is very, very, very loving to his dear son, Lord Krishna. But he also wants to get a little bit of her anger propensity, or that emotion from the mother, and so that he can feel what it is to be chastised by a mother. And Mother Yashoda also wants to have that feeling, that bhav, that ras of chastising her son. It's no fun if the child is always just very nice. Sometimes there need to be little friction, and that brings out the mother and son relationship very, very beautifully. So with that intent, the Lord is doing this Lila of Damodar Lila. And he, again, due to shortage of time, I will, not go into the deeper details, since we will be relishing it anyway in the Damodar Astakam. Lord Krishna ends up breaking the pot of butter, and all the butter is flowing, and he suddenly realizes, oh my God, I wanted to do this mischief. Now I have actually done it. And then he is having second thoughts of whether he should have done it or not. And he runs away. He knows that Mother Yashoda heard this breaking of the pot. There was a big sound of breaking the pot, and he runs away from there to save himself. And surely Mother Yashoda heard the breaking of the pot, and she came into this place where the pot was broken, and all that, it was a big, huge mess. So she was already getting all these complaints from the other gopis that your little Kanha is doing all this kind of mischief in our house, and you should do something about him. And she was never believing all the gopis of Vrindavan. No, my sweet little child, my Kanha, my Krishna can never do this kind of thing. But when it happened in her own house, then she got full confirmation. She always had a doubt. Maybe they are right, but she was so immersed in the love of her child, she could not believe that. But when she saw, if it can happen, if this boy can do this mischief in our own home, then in, outside the home, what all he can do, there is, he can do more. Typically, children are a little more well-behaved in front of the teacher, in front of parent. Outside, they do all kind of, mischief. But here itself it is doing, then what can be, what must be happening outside? So she says, today, that vatsalya prem, that feeling of motherly love came into her heart. I have to correct my child. Not as a punishment, not as a revenge, but I have to correct my child. He needs to be a good child when he grows up. He can't keep doing all these kind of things. So I must correct him. And then she picks up a stick and starts finding, and today I will find Krishna and I will beat him up with this stick. I will teach him a lesson. And you can see here in the photo, she's having a stick in her hand and running behind Krishna to catch him. And so she's running behind Krishna, and Krishna is running away and trying to catch. And obviously Krishna is much faster. He's a little boy and he can run faster than Mother Yashoda. So he's running away and she is trying to catch him. And finally, she is able to catch Krishna, or she's about to catch Krishna. She's just about to catch Krishna, and that is where is such a beautiful pastime, or a beautiful, that whole scene. Actually, it is this exact scene. I cannot show it on the recording because we are only showing the Damodar Astakam PDF. But this is this very famous picture where Mother Yashoda is chasing, and she is almost about to catch Krishna. And Satyavrata Muni, who is capturing this Damodar Astakam in Padma Purana, he is visualizing this whole scene in his heart of Lord Krishna and Mother Yashoda and this whole Damodar pastime. And he captures it very beautifully in these 8 stanzas, the Damodar Astakam. So this scene is where Krishna is very afraid. My mother is about to catch me, and what will happen if I get caught? And he's very fearful of his mother. So that is when the Damodar Astakam starts. So before Satyavrata Muni is capturing the Damodar Astakam, or this scene, he wants to clarify one thing. Please don't think that this little child, Krishna, is just an ordinary child. Please don't think that, otherwise, many children, when the mother is getting angry, become fearful of the mother and they start crying. This is not something new. We all parents have seen. And if we remember our childhood, we remember how afraid we might have been at some time when, we did something, made a mistake, did some mischief, and the parents are trying to chastise. So he says that don't think he's an ordinary child. He is the Supreme Lord. He is Sat Chit Ananda. So he's clarifying at the outset, this is the story of Bhagavan, of Param Ishwar, of Sat Chit Ananda, one who is fully spiritual. Sat means fully spiritual. Chit means full of knowledge and full of bliss and ecstasy, Ananda. So he is the embodiment of Sat, Chit and Ananda. And that is the Supreme Lord we are talking about. And that's where the prayer starts with Namami Shwaram Satchidananda Rupam. So we have we're very grateful to our 2 wonderful Kirtan youth, Shibani and Tulsi, who will sing the Damodar Astakam paragraph by paragraph or portion by portion, and we will relish it. So please sing along. I mean, lead follow format. They will sing like usually. You all know about Damodar Astakam. So we will sing the first paragraph, which starts with Namami Shwaram. And please keep this in mind that Lord Krishna is about to be caught. And he knows game is up. And now I'm in trouble. And he's fearful. But Satyavrata Muni says he is the Supreme Lord. Very, very beautiful starting point. Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam. So we already discussed this line. Lasat kundalam. Lasat kundalam means as he's running, he's still running, remember, about to be caught. And his earrings, lasat kundalam, there which are hanging from his ears, are swinging back and forth, as he is running. And he is shining, he is running through the lanes, the small lanes of Gokul, of Vraja. And he is shining in the whole of Gokul. Gokule bhrajamanam. He is lighting up the whole of Gokul with his shining personality. That is Gokule bhrajamanam. But that is what is naturally happening because he is running. Can you help him find what he is looking for? As he is running, his internal state is that of lot of fear. Fear of who? Mother Yashoda. Yashoda, bhiyo means bhaya. He is in fear of Mother Yashoda. Yashoda, bhiyo. And he is ulukhad dhavamanam. The ukhal, you all know he was sitting on the ukhal, the mortar, and he was feeding butter to himself, or he was eating the butter and feeding it to the monkeys. And he got off of that and started running away from the ukhal. So this is ukhalad dhavamanam. He's running away from the ukhal in fear of Mother Yashoda. Yashoda bhiyo lokhad ladhavamanam or dhavamanam. And he's running. And finally he gets caught by Mother Yashoda. Paramrstam. Paramrstam means he was caught from behind because Mother Yashoda is running in his behind. And finally she manages to run faster than Lord Krishna. Atyanta drutya. Atyant means she's running very fast. She's so determined. I have to catch this guy today. Very fast she is running. Gopya. Gopya means the best gopi of the time, which is Mother Yashoda. And she catches Paramrishtam from the back. Aa gaya pakad mein. Up. So she catches him. So with that understanding, let us recite again. Namamishwaram. So then what happens? Now he is caught. Now he knows that first he knew game is about to be up. Now it is up. Game is up. And now he is completely has a breakdown. Starts crying profusely. Rudantam. And he is now shaking with fear. And he is crying. That same Lord, upon seeing whom the demons are shaking from fear, that Lord is shaking with fear. He is crying profusely. Rudantam. So he's rudantam means he's crying. And again, muhuh, it will come twice, this word muhuh. So if you cannot see the Damodar Astakam, then you can always look on your phone, and many of you already know it. Or you can just focus and listen, Shravan. So muhuh means again, repeatedly, netra yugmam mrjantam. So yugma means pair, or two, or pair. His two eyes, he's again and again mrjantam. Mrijan means to masalna, to rub. With his pair of hands, karambhoja yugmena. So yugme means two. With his two hands, he's rubbing his two eyes. And all the nice kajal, the mascara, what you call, is getting all, it's messing up his beautiful face. And he is full of terror. Fear. Satanka netram means, have you heard the word atankwadi? What does it mean, atankwadi? Terrorist. Atanka netram. In his eyes, what is there? Atank. Terror is there. Means along with. Atanka netram. He is full of terror in his eyes. Oh my God. And Satyavrata Muni cannot just be like, he is just in ecstasy. He's seeing this Lord. The terror is in the eyes of the demons. And that same person whom the demons are terrorized, when upon seeing him, he is getting terrorized just on seeing this, simple little gopi, Mother Yashoda. Karambhoja yugmena satanka netram. And what is happening? Muhuh, svasa, kampa. Again. Muhuh means again. So this is the second occurrence. Again, svasa kampa. Svasa kampa means kampa. Kampa means like shaking. Svasa. Have you seen children cry like that? Like this is the most intense type of crying. Svasa kampa. Cannot even speak while, you're even like, there's no enough time to even catch your breath out of the crying. Svasa kampa. And 3 rekhanka kantha. On his kantha, on his nose, are 3 lines. And sthita graiva. The necklace, graiva, which is placed in his neck, is shaking because of his shaking. Trembling, yes, very nice. Trembling. It is trembling, and the necklace is also trembling. That much he is trembling. And like that, he gets caught. But he is caught not because Mother Yashoda is more powerful by her strength. How is he caught? Baddham. Baddham means he gets caught or bound by her love. Bhakti baddham. That is the force by which you can catch the Lord. Not by your own muscular force, but by bhakti, the Lord gets caught. So we will sing this verse again, rudantam. Jai Satyanandan Dev Bhagwan ki. So then what happens? So Mother Yashoda catches him with her love and ties him to the mortar. And in all this, to watch all this fun, all the gopis have also assembled. They're saying, see, I told you, he was the one. And today you are realizing, finally, we have been vindicated. And now they are all enjoying. All the Vraj, people of Vraj are so happy to see Krishna being bound up. There are some who are, on his side, the Gopas and all, they are saying, what has happened now? Who will, lead us into doing all the mischief that we used to do together? But anyway, they are all, and Krishna is crying. Externally, he is crying. But like we said in the beginning, internally, he is also very happy because he's enjoying this motherly love of being chastised by his mother. So the whole of Vraja, everybody is in a Ananda Kunda, is in a pool of Ananda, pool of bliss. So we will sing the third verse, Iti Drik. Iti Drik Svalila Ananda Kunde So, in this way, Iti Drik Swalila Bhir Anand Kunde. In his own Leela, Swalila, he is doing the Leela. He is the lead actor, the protagonist, the director, producer, everything. And everybody in Vraja is in a pool of bliss, Ananda Kunde. He is in a pool of bliss, a lake of bliss, and Swaghosham Nimajjantam. The whole Swaghosham means his whole village of Vraj is also Nimajjantam, means immersed in a Ananda Kunda. They're all blissful, enjoying this whole pastime, Swalila Bhir, Ananda Kunde. And he is saying, Satyavrata Muni is saying that Akhya Payantam means he is disclosing to those who are interested, Tadi Yeshita Gyeshu, those who are interested in the knowledge of the essence. How did Krishna get bound? Not because of the strength, but because he takes pleasure in his devotees' victory and his loss. Bhaktair jitatvam. When bhaktas win, he is all too happy to lose. He wants to always be the loser. Who wants to be a loser? Bhagwan wants to be a loser to his devotees. Bhaktair jitatvam. And Satyavrata Muni says, Punaha prematastam satta vritti vande. To such Lord Damodar, with lot of love, prema. Prematastam means to that Lord Damodar. Punaha, again and again, hundreds of times, shatta vritti, shata means 100. One day, I offer my obeisances, I offer my prayers, I offer my respect. I do vandana of that Supreme Lord who is a loser. Bhaktair jitatvam. He lets his bhaktas win and he becomes the loser. To that Lord so we'll sing again. Iti Drik. Iti Drik Please immerse yourself in Ananda Kunda. So Satyavrata Muni is saying, Shattavritti Vande. Hundreds of times I am doing my Vandana. My obeisances, my prayers, my offering my homage to Lord Damodar. So then on doing so, Lord Damodar obviously says, okay, my dear Satyavrata Muni, you are doing so much Vandana, ask for a boon. The Lord always wants to give to his devotees. Says, ask for a boon from me. What would you like to have? Satyavrata Muni says, I don't want anything from you. The Lord insists, you must take something. You must take something. Ask for something at least, He says, I don't want anything. So then he sings the next verse in response, where the Lord says, ask for some var. Var means vardhan, bolte hain na? Vardhan means boon. He says, I don't want any var. I don't want anything. Not that I am doubtful that you cannot give. I know you can give, but I don't want. And let us see what he asks. Varam deva moksha. Varam deva So, Satyavrata Muni says, ask for a boon. But he says, I don't want. Varam deva moksha na moksha vadhim va. He says that I do not desire for any var, any boon, not even the boon of moksha. That is such a, big thing to get liberated. Varam deva moksham na. Varam Dev, you are asking me for a boon, but I don't even want moksham na. And moksha vadhim va. Not even moksha, the topmost moksha means going to even Vaikuntha, I don't want. He is saying, I don't want any of those things. You think I am doing this hundreds of times of Vandana to get a boon? No, I am not doing for that reason. And na cha anyam vrineham, no other boon. Not just moksha, not just anything, but no other, nacha anyam, nothing, absolutely nothing. But I know varesha dapiha, I know you can give. It's not like you cannot give. Okay? Like I tell my child, take anything you want. Now he asks for give me $10 million or 1 million. I don't have it. So he need to ask according to my capacity. But here Lord Damodar has unlimited capacity, but still he is saying, I don't want anything. Lord insists, no, you must ask for something. Says, okay, if you want to give me, then give me idam te vapurnatha gopala balam. That this vapu means this form of gopala balam, of your little, small, mischievous, atankit, afraid, terrorized form by your mother, this beautiful form, sada me manasya avistaram. Always this form should be in my man, in my heart. Avistaram means should be present, should be manifested. Sada me manasya avistaram kim anyay, nothing else. That's all I want. Which means I don't want your boons. I want you. And that is the characteristic of a pure devotee. So we will sing Varam Deva. So then Lord says, okay, you want my form in your heart, fine. But why do you always want this form? Sada me manasya avirastam. This Vapurnatha Gopala Balam, this Vapu, this form of Gopal Balam, why do you want it in your heart? The Lord is curious. I gave him boon. I was ready to give him whatever he asked for, but he chose to have just my form in his heart. There must be something about the form that he chose that over the highest possible benediction. So the Lord is curious to find out what is there in this form. He says, because this form is the most beautiful thing in the whole universe. The Lord says, what is so beautiful in this form? Can you please explain what is so beautiful in this form? Then Satyavrata Muni says, describes this form, this blue form, atyanta nilair. Nila means blue, atyanta nilair form. With his lotus-like face, mukha ambujam. He's describing this form. Idam te. Idam te mukambujam atyanta So this form Satyavrata Muni is describing, which is so precious, it's so beautiful that it surpasses, far surpasses anything in this whole universe. And it is idam, means this form of yours, te mukhambojam atyanta nilai. It's this blue face, this blue body, lotus-like face, mukha ambujam, lotus-like face, is so nice. And it is surrounded by vritam, means it is surrounded by kuntalai, means this curly hair on one side. So imagine the face of the Lord. On top there is curly hair, and on the other side there are red lips. So that makes the whole top and bottom, completes the circle, that full face. Snigdha raktais cha. Rakta means blood, red, blood red lips, snigdha, soft lips. And cha, and one more thing, gopya, this, who is the gopi here in this whole sequence? Mother Yashoda. Muhuh chumbitam, and his face is filled with, like, kisses of his mother. And his mother also has bimba raktadharam. His mother has also red lips. Bimba fruit means that, I looked it up, it's the kundru. I don't know what you call it in other languages. It's a red fruit. So her lips are like red fruit, like the bimba fruit. Red, rakta means red here, or very red, like the bimba fruit. And he has those kisses on his face from the mouth of his mother Yashoda. And then he says, me manasya avistaram alam lakshalabhai. That again, avistaram, that beautiful face, I want it to be in my mana, in my heart. Laksha labhai, alam laksha labhai. What is the use of lakhs? Laksha means lakh, is 100,000. Of labha, of all these benedictions. I don't need. I need that imprint of that beautiful face in my heart. So again, we will sing Idam Te. Idam So then Lord says, okay, fine, you can have this form, but ask for something. Definitely, you know, this form, you are such a great, beautiful devotee, my dear Satyavrata Muni, this form will be there. Then Satyavrata Muni says, okay, if you want to give, I don't want anything for myself. But there are all these people in the universe. They are deenam. Deenam means they are fallen. They are poor. They are very sad. Dukkha jala. They are drowning in the ocean of misery. You lift them up. So please, lift all those other Dina people in the whole universe. Please show your blessings on everyone. So he prays to Lord Damodar in this way. So starts with Namo Deva Damodar. And we'll just go into it little after she sings. Namo Deva Damodar. Satyavrata Muni is praying to Lord Damodar in this way. Namo Deva Damodar. You are my dear Lord Damodar. Ananta, you are unlimited, unending. Vishnu, you are that supreme Vishnu who has appeared in this little boy Damodar form. And Prasida Prabho Dukkha Jalabdhi Magnam. That please show your mercy, show your grace on everybody, including me, but everybody who is dukkha jalabdhi magnam, who is in the jal of dukkha, in this ocean of mercy, but they are thinking magna. Bahut maja aa raha hai. They are swimming in a septic tank, but they are thinking this is bliss, magna hai. Please lift them up. They don't know they are in this. By your kripa drishti vrishtyati, to all these dina. Dina people means who are like fools or poor people. Agyam. And lift them up. And I want to see, and he says, even I want to see, I'm also a fool. I want to see this. Edhi akshi drishya, this beautiful form of yours, I want to see. Always in my heart. So please lift everybody up from this miserable ocean of misery and show your form to them. Namo. Lord says, wait a minute. How do you think I can lift everybody up from the ocean of misery? What makes you think I can do that? I'm a little boy. How can I do that? So Satyavrata Muni says, wait a minute. You already have lifted so many people. Why are you denying that you have lifted so many people? If you have lifted so many people already, you can lift me also. You can lift everybody else also. Then Lord says, wait a minute, who have I lifted? Then Satyavrata says, those two boys, Kuver Atmajau, you lifted them, isn't it? So if you have lifted them, why can't you lift me? Why can't you lift everyone? So Satyavrata Muni replies with Kuver Atmajau. You all know the story of the two boys of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvara, who were very, very fallen. And Narad Muni had told them that you should become trees because you are so dumb like a tree. You have no intelligence, so you are fit to be trees. But he gave a benediction that Lord Krishna will come and deliver you. I cannot deliver you. You are too fallen. But Lord Krishna will deliver. So Satyavrata Muni is reminding Lord Krishna, you are the deliverer of anybody, even as fallen as those two boys. And not only can you deliver them, you can give them bhakti. You can give them the love. It's not just about eradicating the sins, but it is about implanting bhakti in their heart. So Kuver Atmajau, Atmaja means children of Kubera, who were Baddha, in that Baddha form, Baddha Murtyaiva, just like you are Baddha right now, Yadvat. Yadvat means like you are Baddha in the bound by the rope, they were also bound. But you delivered them when they were bound. Tvaya mochitau, by you, Tvaya means by you, mochitau, they were liberated. And not only that, you made them the recipients of bhakti. Bhakti bhajau means the eligible, or bhakti bhajau means the recipient. You made them eligible to receive bhakti. Only you can do that. And you can do that because of the request of your great devotee, Narad Muni. So in the same way, likewise, tatha, Prema bhaktim swakam me prayacha. I request you, please grant me that same prema bhakti in my heart, that same love for you in my heart. Na mokshe graho me asti Damodara. I don't want any moksha, oksha, or any of those kind of things. I just want love for you in my heart. So, tatha prema bhaktim swakame, your prema bhakti, swa kam me prayacha. Please grant me this desire I have for prema bhakti, the highest form of love. I don't want any moksha, voksha, or any of that kind of thing. Just give me this. So we will sing this. Kuberatmajo. Then final verse, 8th verse, Satyavrata Muni says that the Lord liberated these two sons of Kubera. Why did he liberate? Because he could see their suffering as the two trees, and so he liberated them. But then Satyavrata Muni thinks, why these two trees were there even before in his courtyard, and he was always used to play in the courtyard, right? Why he didn't liberate them before? Why only today he liberated? What happened such a thing today? Why he could see the suffering, the trees were already there. Then he realizes, oh, because today he is bound by the rope himself, so he got the idea, oh my God, these two trees are also bound. These two Kubera Atmajau, these sons of Kubera also bound. Let me now, a captivated person only can realize the suffering of another captivated person. So Satyavrata Muni says, wow, that's why you got the idea. You got reminded, I have to liberate these people. They have been waiting to be liberated. So then he says, the topmost priority for me to offer my obeisances is to the rope which was binding him. That is the recipient, the topmost recipient of my prayers. First, I want to offer my obeisances to the rope. Because of that rope, the Kubera Atmajau were liberated. So rope means Dama. That's why the Lord is called Damodar. Dama means rope, Udar means belly. He was bound at the belly with the rope. So he says that Namastestu Dhamne. First, my obeisances to this rope. Then he will say other things to whom he offers obeisances. Namaste says, Namastestu Dhamne, my namaskar, my obeisances, my gratitude, my homage to the Dham, to the rope, because of which everybody gets delivered. Sphura Deepti Dhamne, this blazing rope, this blazing Sphura Deepti, effulgence is coming from, there is no difference between the Lord and his paraphernalia. This rope, this dazzling rope. Then he says, Tvadiyo Dharayatha, and to your belly, Tvadiya Udaraya. So you were, feeling the suffering in your belly was getting squished, because of which we all got the mercy. So obeisances to the rope, obeisances to your Udar. And then he says, this Udara and this rope, Vishwasya Dhamne, this rope is the shelter of the whole universe. So my obeisances to this Dham, which is the shelter of the whole Vishwa. Then he says, Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyai. He offers obeisances to the topmost devotee of Lord Sri Krishna, Srimati Radhika. Tvadiya Priyai, who is your, whom you consider and whom she considers her only Lord, and you consider her the topmost devotee. Tvadiya Priyai. Namo Ananta Lilaya. Namo, obeisances to your Ananta Leelas, Ananta, unlimited Leelas. There is a song, Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. The Lord is Ananta, unlimited, but his Katha is Ananta, even more unlimited than the Lord. So he is offering his obeisances to Namo Ananta Leelaya, all your unending Leelas, and Devaya Tubhyam, and finally to you. Lord ka number last mein aata hai. So to his rope, to his Udar, to Srimati Radha, to his various pastimes, his Leelas, and to the Lord himself, all of obeisances to all of these. Namaste Sudame Sri Satyavrata Bhagwan ki. So that's all. Thank you very much for listening to Damodar Astakam, and I relished very much preparing for this. I hope you all relished Damodar Astakam. Every day we must sing Damodar Astakam, especially during Kartik month. And now, today we will sing Damodar Astakam after the Aarti. Please sing with lot of love, lot of feeling. With this meaning in your heart, sing with more feeling. And my special thanks to wonderful youth here, my dear Shibani, my dear Tulsi, and my dear Aditi, for wonderful Kirtan. Thank you very much for accompanying. Thank you, everyone. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Satyavrata Bhagwan ki jai. Hare Krishna.